Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Commissioner of Education announces the extension of school closure in the Commonwealth. Also tonight, no need to fear, Governor assures imports will remain consistent into our shores. And one airline projected to fly the CNMI is seeing a delay in getting started. In sports, high school basketball closes with a big bang heard across the channel. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
My family is on whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume.
Since we installed the Docomo whole home Wi-Fi, what did you guys notice about it?
When you pull up the driveway, it automatically connects, and I don't have to get out of my car right away and come upstairs to go on my phone.
My favorite thing is that it doesn't buffer when I'm watching YouTube.
My favorite thing is that when Addie calls now, there's no lag. Like before it used to be where I couldn't see her sometimes and I have to hang up and then call her back, and now I don't have to do that.
You know what's a good thing too is that when you come over to visit, I could give you your own password. I can assign a time limit so that I can say that you can only be on it for 1 hour. So that means you won't get in trouble from your mom.
And then you could go home.
The thing that I love the most is that I can freeze the internet for periods of time so that we can enjoy dinner time like this. Why are you rolling your eyes? So I'll turn it back on after dinner.
Whole home Wi-Fi powered by Plume. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Hafaday Tirwami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Tuesday, March 17th, 2020. The public school system has announced a 2-week closure of classes due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Sally Lemus reports.
The State Board of Education met today to discuss contingency plans that are in effect immediately.
All CNMI public schools of Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda will be suspending classes, extending the class suspension until March 30. PSS leaders agreed that for 14 days, this tentative return date of March 31st will give us ample time to plan.
Dr. Alfred Atta, PSS Commissioner, says the closure of schools was decided after the return of 207 students and 72 faculties and staff who went to Guam to compete in the Tumon Bay Music Festival on February 27 to March 7.
If students and staff are experiencing the COVID-19 symptoms, they have to reveal their status to their principal so that we can help track.
Distance education has been considered for the next 2 weeks, but Dr. Atta says the system is not ready for all current learners.
Teachers will work from school and home to prepare packets. So packets seem to be like the most equitable for all learners to come and get their learning resource and their assignments. Now, it's still not equitable in that sense, not 100%, because some students still need that, some learners need that one-on-one guide and that human contact, but we're trying to figure out what's another way.
Other key items discussed was the child nutrition program that will be stopped until further notice. Chairperson of the board, Janice Tenorio, addresses the matter.
I know there was a big concern in regards to the food service, feeding the children. It's not about the resources and the money and whatnot, but it's actually to avoid social gathering and the food walkers to the villages. And it applies to all island and Saipan Road and Tinian. As Vice Chair mentioned, Sergeant Major Atalik, that if you have good leadership and whatnot to control, especially Road and Tinian and even in Saipan, then you will be able to avoid that social gathering.
Tenorio says the contingency plans presented today did not need board action and that any other changes to the plans will be done via email.
We're treating this, and it's better that we are all taking precautionary measures and be over conservative. I rather that we are safe than to take the risk. So any social gathering, try to minimize it as possible. Social distancing is the key now to combat this virus.
I'm Sally Lemis for KSPN News.
Governor Rob Torres addresses once more the flow of shipment coming into the CNMI. Sally Lemis has the details.
Although the coronavirus has not reached the Commonwealth, residents are taking 2 steps forward in stocking up on food and supplies that has caused an immense panic buying around the island. The governor assures the public that after meeting with the Department of Commerce and the Coast Guard, container shipments remain steady.
All the shipments that have been ordered and the delivery are on time and on schedule. So for everybody that's listening out there, the orders that has been made, there is no shortfall of them coming.
The COVID-19 pandemic affects both the government and private sectors, but Governor Torres has already reached out to the U.S. Small Business Administration.
For the businesses, we've also been working with our SBA into extension of loan and so forth. We actually just sent a letter, was it 2 days ago? Yes. 2 days ago, asking them to look at our needs here and how do we move forward in addressing to assist all of our small businesses.
Reporting for KSPN, I'm Sally Lemis.
Today in court, a Chuukese male changes his plea to guilty for sending one male to the hospital after striking him in the head. Ma Kuch is sentenced to 2 days in jail starting today after pleading guilty to assault and battery. Back in October of 2019, officers from the Department of Public Safety were called to JYA Apartments in Chalankanoa, where the victim was met and was bleeding from his head. Medics arrived at the scene and the victim was taken to the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation, where he received 1 staple stitch. Detectives learned the victim had been beaten up by Kuch, who lives in Saipan. A review hearing is scheduled for June 9th. The CNMI judiciary is closing this week due to the threat of the COVID-19. The CNMI judiciary has announced its closure from today, March 17th through Thursday, March 19th. And starting Friday, March 20th, austerity measures are kicking in, causing closure as well. A release from the court states exemptions to the closure will include emergency hearings and critical services. For more information, contact the clerk of court at 670-236-9715. Imperial Pacific International LLC has closed the casino located in Garapan until further notice. In a statement to KSPN, IPI says, quote, "To support the public efforts on the control of COVID-19 virus, Imperial Pacific International CNMI LLC has decided to close its casino starting at 12 a.m. on Tuesday, March 17th until further notice. The health and safety of casino customers and employees has always been the top priority for IPI. This measure will help with the reduction of social engagements and associated health risks. Putting public interests above business interests has always been one of our guiding principles. IPI will update the public and its partners on when the casino will reopen, taking into account guidance from public health authorities. We look forward to welcoming back our customers and employees at that time. We appreciate your understanding and thank you for your continued support and business," end quote. So implementing precautionary measures is the Saipan Social Security Administration Office. Beginning tomorrow, March 18th, until further notice, the admin office will be closed to the public for all in-person services. For assistance, customers may contact the local office at 855-616-6449 or 670-234-6203 or visit socialsecurity.gov. An airline that has been scheduled to start flying between the islands in the CNMI has been put on a delay. Boutique Airlines was originally scheduled to be set up in the CNMI at the end of February and start flying this month between Saipan, Rota, and Guam.
Rota has already prepared one of their airline counters there. They're ready to receive once they come in. We were expecting for the airline, the 3 planes actually to be in the CNMI since last leg of last month. Well, primarily it's because what happened is the IH group, a group of investors that is opening up a new casino in Rota, merged together with Boutique Airlines. So now the airline is going to be called IH Boutique Air. Yeah, so their intention is to assist with the transportation needs of their customers for the hotels, and at the same time also killing 2 birds with 1 stone, providing inter-island airline services between Rota, Saipan, and Guam.
But because of the COVID-19 spread, the CEO of Boutique Air has not been able to make it to the CNMI to initiate the operation.
The CEO representative from Boutique Air is stuck in Korea. He should be coming here to look at the facilities and establish, initiate whatever needs to be started up for the operation.
Tovez states the route to Tinian has not been established yet. Boutique Air will start operations out of the Skydive Saipan facility until the new hangar for the airline is complete.
They were anticipating actually to start operation out of the facility with Skydive temporarily, because we gave them already a lease on old Freedom Air's space for them to start building their maintenance hangar.
Coming up, KSPN brings you a story of a young woman who fought through tough times all on her own. More after the break.
Mom, are you sure? What about the shutters? And do you have your medicine?
Don't worry about us, love, okay? You take good care of yourself. I'm in love. Yeah, sorry. The power went out, so I had to light up all the candles. Yeah. Yes, baby, yeah. I'm just glad our home phone's working and we're able to contact you.
Winigi PHI Pharmacy in Gofadahi, Ihinim Lomo.
Our complete line of pharmaceuticals and lowest prices ensure you get the treatment that you deserve.
Our compassionate, friendly, multilingual staff will take the time to get to know you, explain your medications to you, and answer any questions that you may have.
Ngere ayor sumaye uhalweres ren, kuchu wayor safeye emal ebalisiu lalyam weres.
Inumin ang inyong gamot ayon sa inireseta ng inyong doktor at alinsunod sa bilin ng inyong pharmaceutical.
We accept most insurance, but in case you don't have coverage, we offer cost-effective generic drugs.
PHI Pharmacy, your lifelong partner in health. PHI, the pharmacy you can trust.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. In honor of Women's Month, we feature a strong lady that managed to overcome an unfortunate series of events. Sally Lemus has this story.
25-year-old Victoria Regis is a family-oriented gal. She prefers the farming lifestyle and enjoys spending time outdoors.
I'm currently working at a Department of Public Lands under compliance. I'm a Mangigaha Ranger, so I'm at Mangigaha mostly every day.
Being a nature lover herself makes her job a whole lot easier.
It's either collecting tax or like walking, patrolling around the island, making sure that like our fishes and corals are safe, like enforcing the law pretty much there at Mangaha.
Vic says she is still shocked about her current status in the work field and in the field of life itself.
when I was younger, I was actually pretty naughty. And, you know, my mom always wanted the best for me. She would always quote me. She would always, like, get my, like, you know, do good for yourself and show, like, you know, show everybody what, like, you're, you know, what you're made of, how I raised you. And I never wanted to listen. So, you know, when my mom passed away, it really affected my life, like, drastically. It really hit me to the core. And, you know, like, I've been naughty all my life, like, you know, not listening to my mom. And, like, when she left was the only time where I was like, oh, man, I should have listened. And I started working on myself, like, you know, just thinking, like, I hope my mom is happy when she sees me, where I'm at, and, like, what I'm doing, and how far I've become in life. Yeah.
There was a time where Vic was struggling with drug addiction, but the loss of both her parents made her realize that she needed to shape up.
I overcame that with self-rehabilitation. Like, I just pushed myself to do what's good, what's better for myself, like, to be a better person for myself, and, like, mostly because I wanted my mom to be happy. Like, even if she's not here, like, you know, I want people to look at me like, oh, that's Diana O'Donn's daughter.
This month, Victoria's strength and courage is celebrated. She is a part of the Women of Action in the CNMI. I am Sally Lemes for KSPN News.
After tonight's news, don't miss our special segment of Vintage News. This time we go back to June 30th, 1993. Islanders blame attorneys for the Article 12 problems that during a hearing on a bill stating how Article 12 should be enforced. A controversial part of the bill seeks to regulate attorney fees. And a proposal is given by a senator to amend the minimum wage bill, asking for those who work more than 40 hours per week to receive overtime compensation.
All right, coming up, Mount Carmel and Tinian High School engage in an entertaining finale. We'll have that in the KSPN2 Sports Report next.
Hi, I'm Thelma, a certified ophthalmic assistant here at Mariana's Eye Institute.
The wind, the sand, and the sun found here in the tropics can cause some unique eye problems.
Pterygia are growths on the surface of the eye. It comes from a Greek word meaning wing, and it looks like a wing growing across the surface of your cornea. The most common causes of this are living on a tropical island. The prevention of this particular problem is wearing sunglasses and lubricating the eye.
If left unchecked, Pterygia will continue to grow and can permanently affect your vision. It can be treated right here on Saipan.
This has been Dr. Dennis Williams of the Mariana's Eye Institute.
Summer is here. Have some fun at Mariana's Trekking inside the Mariana Resort. Feel the speed at the Seaside Circuit. Trek to the rugged Forbidden Island. Ride a buggy or ATV on our off-road adventure. Go stand-up paddleboarding. Whack balls at the driving range. Or pitch or putt on the short course. It's all at Saipan's premier and homegrown adventure company, Mariana's Trekking. Book online at marianastrekking.com or come see us inside the Mariana Resort.
Buenas sports fans. Friend sports fans, the 2020 boys high school basketball tournament was as dramatic as any in Saipan history. Since the inception of the double elimination format, no team has been able to come out of the losers bracket and win it all. Would this be the year of the upset? I mean, 2020 has been upsetting all by itself. Saturday morning, the Tinian High School Stallions playing Agape Christian Academy in a winner's bracket game. Sir Dela Cruz with the steal and strike to open the contest. Ricky Cruz, he finds Leo Eppetit for the bunny. The Torchbearers get on the board, courtesy of Eason Tang. Dela Cruz finds a slit in the defense, up, in, and down. David Zhang connecting from the Mariana Trench. Tyler Santos, he was an inside force. Stallions advance in the winner's bracket, 21-13. A loser's bracket elimination game. Keone Dela Cruz giving the Mount Carmel Knights a couple of points against ACS in front of their adoring fans. Matthew Richardson came up huge at the free throw line. That gives them a 1-point lead with 3:35 on the clock. Dela Cruz on the breakaway for a 3-point cushion. But Agape was not going away. Taichikas Chu, he scores. But as soon as their fans started to cheer, Dela Cruz scored at the other end, and it was the Knight fans who were celebrating. Final minute, Richardson with the breakout. Knights advance to the championship, 32-27. Defeated the Knights on opening day 29-27. That put them in the driver's seat. By being in the winner's bracket, Tinian played only once on Saturday morning before the finals, while Mount Carmel was playing in their 4th game in a row. Hard-boiled fans endured 110-degree temperature inside the MHS gym. Not the best place to take a nap, but hey, it's good enough for them. Mount Carmel had the benefit of playing a 10-game regular season. For Tinian High School, this was it. Their whole season compressed into one weekend. Why is Tinian so competitive when they don't have any competition?
These kids, they play together every day. Yeah, they practice together every day. They go to school together every day. We're coming from a small place.
And this tournament is basically the season.
Yes, yes. It's a great event. The kids get to come over here. They get to play lots of basketball.
Would you agree that it's a once-in-a-lifetime memory?
Absolutely, absolutely.
The Stallions dominated the board. There's 4 offensive rebounds before Dela Cruz banks it in. More Dela Cruz with the runner. Sir, that was pretty nice. More from Dela Cruz. He hits from the channel. Steve King counters with his own 3-ball. Low-scoring half, 12-8 Stallions. Halftime entertainment provided by the Mount Carmel Band. Second half, Matthew Richardson steps up. Three so-called defenders don't defend them very well there. The Knights knock off the Stallions 29-23 to force one final game. So it comes down to one final game for the whole empanada. Each team needed to dig deep to find those last drops of adrenaline for the final push to immortal glory, a once-in-a-lifetime achievement, and that's why you lace them up. Opening salvo, Ricky Cruz from the channel. Dela Cruz determined to drive and succeed. He did. Lahara, the floater. Bad break for the Knights. Their leading scorer went down in the first half with a leg injury. Matthew missed almost the whole rest of the game. More Sir Dela Cruz, Tinian up 25-18 in the first half. Palacios opens the second half with a bomb, and then his floater puts him up by 5. King stops and pops, 31-28. Tinian. Epity, the rebound, the sky hook. Mal Carmel getting closer. Avon Evangelista the steal. Keone Dela Cruz converts a one-possession game. Final minute, Dela Cruz, a rebound bucket for the lead, 38-34. The Knights cut it down to 2 with 7 seconds left. They got the ball back. They had a chance. For the championship. No! Tinian takes this one 38-36. Let the celebration begin.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw.
So what are you going to do this year? At Gold's, a dedicated fitness studio with a cushioned floor is perfect for group exercise. The cardio room features a variety of treadmills, bikes, steppers, and ellipticals. Fitness machines will help you achieve your goals, and the largest free weight area on Saipan gives you comfortable space to work out. Gold's Gym team is ready to help you get to your goals. Try harder. We know you can do it.
Today's high 88, the low 78, humidity 62%. Tomorrow partly cloudy, isolated showers, east winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. High 88, low 76, seas 67 feet. Sunrise 6:22, low tide at 9:46, followed by a high tide 2:10, sunset at 6:27.
So there's a lot of closures.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of all these closings, cancellations. The Tagaman has been canceled. The NMC Golf Foundation and tournaments canceled. I want to hear news about openings.
Me too.
Resuming operations.
Me too.
I want the games to play. I don't know. This is everything. This is unprecedented in our lives. We've never seen this.
Never. So hopefully we get through this pretty quick and things will start seeing open signs again.
Yeah, let's
not closed.
Open up. Game's on.
I know. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Catch us back here tomorrow night at 6.
Good night.